Alright, today on Wrenching on the YJ, what we're going to do is try to tackle this turn signal issue. See, I got left turn signals, but I ain't got no right ones. Not sure why. The left side, you flip the lever, they blink, they flash, they do everything they're supposed to do. The right side, you flip the lever, doesn't blink, doesn't flash, doesn't do nothing. It's like there's nothing hooked up. So we're going to have to get to the bottom of it, see what's going on.
This here's
Wheels and wrenching. Hey. Whiskey, wheels and wrenching.
And this here's Jim Bob. Right now you're watching Whiskey, Wheels, and Wrenching.
Real quick update here. As you can see, we got us some new wheels. Well, not wheels, but tires. And they look pretty good on there, I must say so. There was some work done to it that didn't film. Got some new shocks on there, and around the back here, see there's, kind of hard to see, but there's all new brake lines on it the whole way around. So it's got new drum brakes on the back, it's got new disc brakes on the front, new pads, emergency cable was hooked up, just a bunch of little stuff that needed done. And I didn't really have the time to do it, didn't have the time to film it, and I don't do drum brakes. I don't do it. I do brake pads and rotors, that's simple. I don't do drum brakes, because what happens is I spend most of my time throwing the tools and then having to go find them and pick them up, because they make me mad. So I don't do drum brakes. So I paid somebody to do it for me. Kind of cheating, but it's better than the stress and aggravation. Alright, let's get to these turn signals. Alright, here's what we got. Left turn signal, it blinks. Right turn signal, doesn't do nothing. Nothing at all. So that means we got a short somewhere we're going to find it. We're going to use this right here, this cable tracker by Syntec. This is a Harbor Freight special here. Doesn't cost, but I don't know. I don't remember how much it costs. But we're going to use this to try to figure out what's going on. Now, this thing here only has two real settings. It has tone, which is for finding whether or not you got power going through a wire, and cont, which is for continuity, and that will tell you if you have a wire like this. It'll tell you if you put one end here, put another end here, and it'll tell you if you have power going through there or if there's a break in the line somewhere. That's what we're going to start with, trying to find a turn signal on this thing. Alright, right off the bat, pull the light out. And that's what we got. There's only 3 wires going into it, but it goes into the cluster right there. Now, turning the turn signal on, we have power to this light here. So if we go in and manually flip the turn signal switch, that goes on and off, but it's not blinking. So we got to find out why that power is not getting to that light. That's where we're at. Got this right here out. This is a little thing over here. You put the power on through the ground it, put it on the battery there, and as you can see, it lights up. So that tells us if there's power. So we're gonna do is fooling around with this light, seeing where this wire goes to there and why there's no power. Alright, so I decided to take the bulb out here and inspect this, and as it turns out, there's power in there. So started scraping away inside there, see if it was just a bad connection, and this came out. Right there is one of the prongs. It's hard to do this with one hand. It's one of the prongs on the inside that makes the contact for the light. So there's no contact to that light. That might be the only problem. It might just not been creating a circuit there. So now I got to get a new one of these somewhere. Maybe I have one laying around. We'll find out. Time to do some searching. Alright, after doing some digging, I happened to find myself one from an old build I did a long time ago. So let's find a way to put this on here and test it, make sure it works. Alright, after some figuring, cleaned up the contacts with some of this WD electrical contact cleaner stuff here. So now we got power wire, put that on there, and then we got a ground, and knock the power wire off. There you shit. We got some light. So now we're going to cut the old plug off, wire this one on. Alright, here's what we found out. Throwing stuff. Now, this here was the broken one. Cut it off, replaced it with the new one. Use wire connectors just to make sure everything stays straight. Now, as soon as I took the bulb out, I dropped the damn thing, broke the bulb. Brand new bulb, broken. But, on the plus side, we can use a tester to make sure the power's getting to the thing. Tester, ground it out, and you can't see here. Got the tester here, got a good ground, put it in the socket, and not only does it light up, well, not get a good connection here. There. It lights up there, and not only does it light up, but it blinks. So that means we got turn signals. Now I gotta go buy a new damn bulb. That right there is success. Now that that's fixed, I gotta check out the indicator light because it's still not blinking. I mean, I hear the flasher going, but the light isn't lighting up. So let's get a look at that light bulb and see what's wrong with it. Well, right there is where the indicator light would be. It should be blinking right there, I think. There's only 2 screws up in there. Take those 2 screws out and it comes off. Alright, you're going to want to tilt down the steering wheel there, give you a little more room. Got them 2 screws out. Oh, there. 2 screws out. Can't get a hold of this panel. Somehow, there we go. Pops out like that. And there's where the things are. So now we got, looks like screw back there maybe. One there. I thought that lifted off. We'll figure it out. As it turns out, gotta take the other screws off. This whole panel has to come off. 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 screws. Once you take this panel off here, which it pretty much just falls off, you can see it's pretty dirty back here. And seeing within there, there's all kind of crazy stuff going on. There looks like some maybe bee guts in there. I don't know. But it's a good time to get all that stuff cleaned up. So looks like just them 2 screws there, and that little light part comes out. Let's see what we got. Alright, we took out these 2 screws here, and now we got to take out that one there, that one, and then those 2 over there, so we can get this, because this is actually behind the lens or whatever for the gauge. Alright, something to keep in mind here is whenever you take this cover off, there's a little lip right there. You got to make sure you spring up on that. It's one on both sides, because if you don't, right there's the other one. If you don't, take a chance of breaking this case. Look how dirty that thing is. We'll clean that up too. Thing's getting a makeover. Alright, now let's take this right here off. Be careful with this stuff. Oh, and right there is all your stuff. It just fell off. It's the other side of it. Oh, dropping again. Alright, now which bulb is burnt out? Well, it would be the left turn signal works. This is the right one, so it's got to be this bulb right here is probably no good. Let's turn the key on and just double check that. All right. So left one flashes. Oh, there it is. Left one. Right one is not flashing. So we gotta take that bulb out and see what's up with it. All right, to take these lights out here, you have to take this piece out because they unplug from behind. There's a screw there, and yeah, one on each side here, like right there. just to make things easier, you're going to want to take these 2 bolts out and these 2. Then that whole thing will just come right out. Alright, once those are out, go ahead and take these little black covers off, because these things are just going to get tossed and dropped or something. As you can see, the whole thing is pretty loose then. It just comes out. But the problem is now, you got to get up underneath there somewhere. No, where's it at? Disconnect. Yeah, right there. You got to disconnect that in order to pull it out. Alright, once that comes out, it don't want to come out any further. So now you got to get down here and get that and that bolt over here to drop the steering column so you can get that thing out of there. What a pain in the ass. Alright, we were able to take those bolts down just a little bit. Didn't have to take it the whole way out. And we got the thing out here. As you can see, that's it. That's the back of them. We need this one right here. So we just got to take that out. And then hopefully, we're going to find one somewhere. Hopefully. Alright, the plot thickens. Went ahead and put this thing on the battery, tested it, and it lights up. So why isn't it working when it's in the dash? Put it back together, and what we'll do is we'll just use the ticking of the flasher as a light. I know what you're saying now, that's not exactly right, but that's what we're going to do. Put that piece back in, turned on the key, turned on the turn signal, and it still don't flash. So hell with it.